Just say hi, you're in the right spot, and then give it a couple minutes.
Hey guys, it's Melissa with Anita Good Design here today. We are starting our live stitch out for today. It's set for 1:30, but I'm going to give everyone a few more minutes just to hop on so you guys can grab your stuff, grab your computers, and join me for the fun we're about to have. So I don't know about you guys, but it is feeling like winter here in Charlotte. It's starting to get a little cold. So I'm excited to do a really fun stitch out with you guys today. I see some people tuning in, so hello. I'm going to show you guys a little shot of what I'm going to be teaching you how to make today. Now this is the coolest thing I've seen in a while. It is called the LED Embroidery set, and this is from our Anita's Express collection. Now these are normally $29.95, but if you guys are tuning into this video today to help me stitch this out, there's actually going to be a special where we're offering it $10 off, and that is till tonight at midnight, and I'll be mentioning this throughout today's stitch out. But if you guys are interested in what I'm working on and want to grab a copy for yourself, definitely head to our website, AnitaGoodDesign.com, and type in LED Embroidery, and that will come up with an Anita's Express. This cute little one here you see will be the cover picture, so you guys will be able to spot it right away. Now, it's called LED Embroidery for a very specific reason, so as you ladies tune in, I'm going to show you exactly how it lights up. And so I'll hold it up here a bit. You guys can see those cute little LED lights glowing. Very nice. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to see you guys tuning in. I see all kinds of places. Someone from the UK. Hello. I see Arkansas. I hope you guys are having a great afternoon. All right. So again, we're going to go ahead and start the stitch out for you guys. We're stitching the LED Embroidery from Anita's Express. And this is it finished off in a little shadow box frame. And I'm going to show you guys how we do this step by step. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first step for any embroidery project is to load your design onto your machine. So I have that pulled up already over here. So with my design started, we then have to get the hoop ready.
And what hoop size are you using?
We are using a 8x12 hoop for those who are going to be asking. So right here, I'll give you a little peek of that. It's our 8x12 hoop frame, and I believe these can fit in everything from like 7x11 and up. So I think you can go one hoop smaller if that's what you have at home. But the items that I have hooped here is a piece of tearaway stabilizer and some black felt. So we are using felt since it doesn't fray much and makes a great stable base. So I have those hooped nice and tight, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it into my machine. Now, the next part is we're going to run the first step in our design. And if you purchase this collection, you'll know some start in different ways than others. Some start with embroidery, and some start with applique. In this case, it's going to be standard embroidery. It's doing a little cloud. And if you guys have all access, our all access membership comes with the instructions printed in the tutorial for you. So I actually have a copy of that here, and I printed a single page, but I'm following my numbered design steps that you guys can see kind of right there. So I follow those to know exactly where we're at in the design. So my first step on my steps sheet tells us we're doing the top right cloud. So I picked some silver thread that I've put into the machine here. I threaded the machine and I have my hoop locked in. So make sure you guys check that left side of the hoop and have it secure. And we're going to go ahead and get the party started. So these are super cute, and they come with a bunch of different designs. So this one, it would help you guys if Melissa threaded the needle. So we're going to use that handy backup step and start that one over. My brain is on vacation, you guys. All right, so we're going to first thread it all the way. Practice what you preach, they say. All right, so we lower the foot, and then we start that step. All right, so it's going to be stitching that top right cloud. I still have this guy turned on for you guys to see here, but it's going to start with the embroidery in this section. So cute. I'm going to shut the battery off for now. Save some lights. And while you guys are tuning in, we're going to have a bunch of free stuff we're giving away, some flash sale information for you guys, as well as some prizes. So definitely want to stick around, but they're going to be sprinkled into our presentation today so you guys can have some fun with me. So we have our first cloud stitched out, which you can see right there on the hoop. The next step in the design on my screen is a placement stitch. So this is going to show us exactly where we place our first piece of applique fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And I'm just leaving the same color. That way you guys can clearly see it. Looks like fun. Yeah, this one's a lot of fun. Once you guys see how we incorporate the lights into it, you're going to be like, how do I get some of these? And the LED lights are actually a very simple little battery pack. You can kind of see it. I'll pop that in front of the screen there. You guys can see it's just one of those electronic battery packs, and I'll kind of tell you how we taped it on there and how it got situated. But you can buy those anywhere. Amazon, Hobby Lobby, craft stores everywhere. So if you guys are looking to get some of your own, definitely do that. All right, so once we have our placement stitch that you guys see there in the hoop, we're going to take our first piece of fabric. Now, in my design, that's going to be the big moon. And so I have this cute, slightly soft yellow fabric here. Now I'm going to lay it right side facing up, and I want to make sure I cover the stitches on all sides for that placement stitch. So nice and smooth, and make sure they're covered all the way around so we don't miss any spots.
Liz, we have a question.
Yes.
What kind of felt are we using?
We have a question on what kind of felt we're using. And I want to say it is just standard craft felt. You can buy them in sets of multiple colors or just black and white, but there's no specific density or type for it, just standard craft felt. And we did use black. Great question. So now, and if you guys have questions while listening, shoot them this way. I do have Lauren in the background helping me with those questions, so I'll be able to answer anything you guys are curious about while we're stitching. So with my applique fabric laid, I'm going to go ahead and tack that down in place. And for a tacking stitch, it's going to go around 2 times for that shape. So 1 time to hold the fabric, the 2nd time to really make sure it's nice and secure. And if you're like me, I like to walk the fabric with my hands rather than tape, but you can also use tape. And just kind of make sure it lays nice and flat. And then it's going to go back and do its 2nd tack down stitch. While this is running, I think I'm feeling like Santa today. And I got some cheers over there, so I think I'm going to do a prize giveaway for you guys. And I have Santa's sack over here to pull some fun prizes from. Now, I'm going to grab, let's see, this first one we'll do before I continue on. I'm going to do a giveaway for this Butterfly Dreams collection. Now, this is a full, and it is a tile seam. So if you guys are wanting a chance to win this, I'm going to come up with a special word. Let's do flower. The keyword is flower. First person to comment flower in the comment section will win.
At random.
At random. Sorry, at random. Lauren's like, no, Melissa, at random. We're going to randomly pick one of you guys if you send the word flower, and you'll be eligible to win this Butterfly Dreams. All right. So I have that set off to this side. Lauren's going to let me know who that is. All righty. So now that we have our moon tacked down, we're going to go ahead and pull it out. And I have my handy dandy curved applique scissors. Now, if you ask me, these are the best scissors to trim with when doing embroidery projects. And my hoop's a little out of frame for you guys, but I'll show you once I'm done trimming exactly what it looks like. And for this applique, you can trim all the way to the tacking stitch line. You don't need any extra or any seam allowance here. And I did see a question earlier about thread, I think, Lauren, if you want to find that one.
Yes, it was, are you starting off with metallic thread or just silver thread?
Great question. For this project, when I'm stitching with you guys, I'm using regular polyester, but you guys have freedom of creativity. So you can actually use any type of thread for these. Metallic would definitely add some sparkle to your sky scenes. But for this example, I'm actually just using silver or like a light gray.
Okay, we have our winner, Melissa.
All right, who's our winner, Lauren, for the free prize?
Karen Whedon.
Karen Whedon. Congratulations, yes. Karen. I'm going to grab that again so you can see what Karen has won. Karen Whedon, you won a copy of the Butterfly Dreams. So we will be in touch with you for you to get that prize. So congratulations. And stay tuned because I have some more that I'll be doing as a giveaway. All right. So I trimmed off that extra. I'm just going to put it in my little scrap bin here and show you guys what it looks like now. So there is our moon. You can kind of see how it looks stitched. I'll pop it in front of the close-up camera too. And you can see we trim nice and tight around those edges so that there's no extra. So now we're going to take our hoop and return it to the machine. And the next step for this design is some decorative embroidery. So I'm going to go ahead and snip my thread from the top and change colors. Now this is also the step that is going to have the blanket stitch on it. So this one is going to do the inner, I lied, this is the inner ring and circles, the decorative craters. I was getting ahead of myself.
So if they haven't purchased this collection yet, how do they get it?
Yes, for those who are asking, if you have not purchased this design set and you want to join me in the fun or stitch it out later, this is LED embroidery and it is an Anita's Express collection. So those are normally $29.95 and we are doing a special today where it is $10 off. And that special is running through tonight at midnight. So get it before 11:59, ladies.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. We are on the East Coast. And you guys can grab a copy of that as well. And
it was in the December.
Yes, this one did. I was just about to say that. We just released this one. So if you guys are like, I've not seen this collection, this did come out in our December All Access book. So you can pick it up either by being an All Access member of our monthly magazine subscription, or you can purchase the design online by itself as well. So I have my dark thread popped into the top of the machine here. And the step that it's about to run on my paper says it is the inner moon ring and circles. So we're just going to go ahead and thread that. And then we're going to hit go on those decorative stitch designs. Give our moon some craters and texture to it. Very fun. Hope you guys are enjoying this one. You'll love the end result.
Here's a great suggestion, Melissa.
Okay, we got a suggestion up on screen.
So Sharon thought that you could use rhinestones in place of LED lights.
Sharon, that's an excellent idea. So if you guys are seeing up on screen, she suggested try putting rhinestones instead of the LED lights. So that's an awesome idea. And just another way to show you, you can use designs that may have been intended for one technique and make it entirely your own into whatever you have on hand. Or if you just want a little extra sparkle, that's always nice as well. I see someone in there saying, my All Access ended in November. You know what that means it's time for? You want to grab that December book so you can have a copy of these adorable little designs. And while this is running the decorative stitches, I want to show you guys a few more of the ones that do come in the set. So of course, we're doing this one here in the frame, very cute, and it's the cover design. But we have a few more of the stitch outs here I can show you guys. And just keep in mind, these aren't framed, but these would also have these LED lights. So here's a shot of this little camping tent with some stars and some clouds. I'm trying to get it in frame. There you go. And then some of those little circles that you see are the ones that you pop the LED lights into. So super cute. And like she said, rhinestones is another great way to kind of jazz these designs up. They're definitely made for displaying, like for frames. Very cute with Christmas around the corner. This one's a personal favorite just for the holidays. But check out how cute that is. And if you put those LED lights inside of those little circles, you'll get the glowing star on the tree and all the little ornaments light up as well. So that'd be a cute mantelpiece decor. I did see someone asking where are we getting the lights from. So we do get these in lights. They're just LED battery powered lights. So they have a battery pack on them. When I say you get them pretty much anywhere, you can find them pretty much anywhere. Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, Michael's, whatever you guys have in your town, local craft stores as well, and you can even find them online. They're fairly cheap, and they also have options where you can have some with a remote and some with a battery. So the one I'm going to be showing you guys when we put it together has batteries in it, but you can also get the kind that has a remote, so you could set it on a shelf and just click the button and turn it on. So lots of different options there. After my Christmas tree, also have a cute little Valentine's Day design there. Very fun. And you'll notice the trend with all of these, the ones that I've shown you so far, is they all have blanket stitch applique. So this is a technique that we use on our applique fabrics that give it this fun and cozy look. So I'm going to pop in front of the stitch out camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about there. So this is the blanket stitch that you're seeing along the edge of the fabric here, and that helps hold those cotton appliques nice and secure. So even though we're using standard cotton, it won't fray or fall apart because we have that nice secure stitch for it. So they'll all feature that fun blanket stitch finish. All right. So now we are moving on to the next part, which is the actual blanket stitch for you guys. So you noticed earlier, just a second ago, I ran the navy blue thread. That way you could see the craters. Now for blanket stitch, we tend to try and use a thread that's similar to the fabric or kind of matching it. So since my moon is that nice light pale yellow, I'm going to switch to like an ivory colored thread using what I have here. And we're going to go ahead and get that in there to start. So we thread that one up, and again, this is going to be stitching the blanket stitch around the applique. So it already got tacked down earlier, but now it's getting a fancy finishing stitch that will help keep it in place. So we go ahead and start that one. Very cute.
Will you let them know, Melissa, that if they've just joined us, this video will be pinned to our Facebook page to rewatch.
Yes, Lauren's letting me know that for those of you who are just tuning in, if you missed the beginning of the live video, it is going to be pinned onto our Facebook page, so you can actually go back and watch it, or check some of the other spots in the video if you want to follow along when you actually own it and want to stitch it with me. You can do that as well. So you guys can click the link on our Facebook page, and it'll take you to the video itself, so you can rewatch it later. Linda, I see Linda's comment. She says she likes the blanket stitch instead of the satin stitch. Yes, I agree that blanket stitch is much lighter weight, and like you said, looks good on a sweatshirt. So that's a great project example. We're doing a lot of these frames with those LED lights. But like our other friends on our video suggested using rhinestones, you could even put these on more wearable garments and do something that's not electronic based.
Or they didn't even need to use any type of lights if they don't want
No lights at all. I've even thought of sewing on sequins in that spot, or buttons. You can make these really cute. All right. So I'm going to pull this out and kind of hold it up so you guys can see what just ran a little bit better there. So there is my blanket stitch, and then those decorative craters as well. So I'm going to place that back in there. And the next step in my design on my screen is showing the placement stitch for the cloud. So that cloud that is in front of the moon on my final stitch out is going to be, let's see if I'll hold it up again so you guys keep getting a reference from me what it's going to look like. There's the finished one. So we're going to do this piece next. So I'm going to run a placement stitch for that. And where'd my gray thread go? There it is. We got some gray here. I'm going to stick with that again so you guys can easily see where that placement stitch is going. Thread up my machine. Actually remember to thread the needle this time. Yeah. All right, and we run a placement stitch for this cloud design. Now for the cloud, since the cloud is gray and my moon is that light ivory, I have this fun, almost like textured looking fabric here that I'm going to use for it. Yes, this project's so fun and something we haven't really done before. So we like to experiment at Anita Good Design and try all kinds of fun different ways to use embroidery and either make art or make things you can use in your everyday decor. And I think these are just so cute if you put them by the holiday stockings for Christmas. Okay, so we have my placement stitch, which you can see right there, that cloud. I'm then going to take that gray fabric that we have and again lay it right side facing up. So there's my wrong side. I want that pretty side facing up for standard applique. And again, make sure you cover the placement stitch for that cloud all the way around. All right, and I wanted to mention, while I was talking about all access earlier for you guys, if you did not see on our website, we are offering a huge promotional sale on all access. There's actually a digital membership option where you receive the same issue every single month that our regular customers do, but it'll come to you digitally rather than a physical copy. And that's normally $7.99, but they have lowered it to $4.99 for a Black Friday special that is running through the rest of this week. So if you guys don't have all access, or maybe your subscription has expired and you want to jump on the train and grab those copies of the issues, you guys can definitely let us know. Reach out to customer service at Anita Good Design, and we'd be happy to talk to you about our digital option with that special $4.99 price point. All right, so for our LED embroidery that we're doing right now, I have my applique stitched down. We're going to go ahead and pull that out of the machine so I can trim away the excess fabric. All right, I just saw a question of what type of thread are we using. The thread that is in my machine is currently Floriani, but we carry all kinds of brands here at Anita, so use what you got or make that an excuse to go holiday shopping. Buy you some new threads. So I'm using my scissors to just trim around the shape of this cloud. And again, since we're doing that finishing stitch later, you can trim nice and tight. I'm going about you, Lauren, but I'm feeling like being Santa again.
Yeah, let's do a prize, Melissa.
Right. I feel like giving something away again as I sit here. You guys are patiently watching me trim things. So my next prize is going to be another quilting collection. Let's see. This one's nice winter blue colors. This is our porcelain blocks. Pop it in front of you guys there. It's our porcelain blocks mix and match quilting collection. Let's go with, looks like China blue. So keyword is China. There you go. Enter the word China and we will randomly select one of you from the comments to win this copy of our product. So again, keyword China because it looks like China blue. And we got some really cute quilt blocks on here if you guys can kind of see some of those. But we will randomly select one of those winners for that in a moment. Are you guys listening to me?
Yeah.
All right.
They're excited.
I see the China everywhere.
They like that China blue.
It's beautiful. All right.
Yes.
It reminds me of China blue quilt, which is also another collection you can find online. And that's the first word that popped in my head. All right. So we got the cloud and our moon in place here. The next step for my design, according to my machine, is it's going to go around and do the blanket stitch on the cloud. So I'm going to stick with the gray thread that I have here. We're going to go ahead and start that blanket stitch pattern. And again, if you're tuning in halfway through the stitch out and you want to know what we're working on, here is the finished product we are currently stitching. This is the LED embroidery from Anita's Express. And I'm going to keep reminding you guys because this deal is only till tonight. It is $10 off online. So if you go to the website and type in LED embroidery, it will pop up and you guys can get it for a special discounted rate. This makes a fun and great last minute gift idea too, or even holiday decor. I know some people aren't doing as big of parties, so if you do something cozy at home, you can put some fun little light up decorations around. I really think the Christmas tree would be a cute one. But these are very cute kids' rooms too. And again, this came out in December for this year's All Access, so December 2020. If you're looking for it and you're like, I haven't seen that one, it is a recent release. So you guys can grab a copy of that online. We have a winner. We do have a winner. Lauren is about to tell me.
Miss Brenda Lynch.
Miss Brenda Lynch. Congratulations. You are the winner of our porcelain block collection. So Brenda, reach out to us and we will get in touch with you about claiming your prize. So as you guys can see, we're still doing some giveaways, so stay tuned. Spirit of giving is making me excited.
Yes.
So cute. All right, so this cloud is just about finished. And then after we have done the cloud, let's see, Melissa's going to follow her step-by-steps here. We have the cloud that comes next in front.
And what's the name of this collection, Melissa?
This is LED embroidery from Anita's Express. Lauren is making sure I repeat it for you guys so you can see. Very cute. And then again, if you haven't seen it turned on, there they are. Little LED lights that help it glow in the dark. So our blanket stitch has finished. I'm going to pull it out and kind of give you guys a look at it up close so you can see. There it is. Gotta like peek around the edge and make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. And so now the next step in the design is the cloud that comes in the front. So if we look at our actual finished stitch out again, we are going to be doing this guy right here, this little bean stitch cloud. And again, I'm going to keep that silver color there. You use a lot of the same thread color in this design, which is nice.
Ooh, should we do a flash sale, Melissa?
Yes, so Christmas is almost here, so we might as well have some fun with it, right? Let's do a flash sale for you guys on a special item. So I picked out something that I thought was just so cute for the holiday season, and I wanted to share this flash deal with you guys for tuning in and staying with me during the stitch out process. So not only do we get to stitch these cute LED designs, but we are going to be doing a flash sale on another Anita's Express. So this is a copy of the cover for you guys. This one, here I'll pop it in front of the screen, is our Anita's Express December 2015 release of 3D Christmas gift tags. There are 8 designs included in this set, and I'm feeling like Santa, like Lauren was saying. We're going to do a flash sale on this for you guys. So what do you think, Lauren? Should just do half off?
50% off.
50% off. Let's do it. So that drops these in half. You guys, you can grab a copy of this one online as well. So both LED embroidery and the 3D gift tags that you see here, the Christmas ones, Those are both Anita's Express, and those promo prices end tonight Eastern time at $11.59. So if you want to grab them at the discounted rate, make sure you check it out. But before I keep stitching, I wanted you guys to see how cute these are. So these are the 3D Christmas gift tags that are currently our chosen flash sale price for you guys. So again, you can grab some of these. There are 8 different ones. Look how cute these are, you guys. If you're like thinking of last minute holiday gifts or what to do with it, these are the cutest little, even reusable gift tags. And they're so precious. You can give them to all the loved ones in your family or attach it to something you send in the mail. And I just think the 3D elements is what makes it so cute. And if you're wondering, we use pinking shears on the edges to give it that cute little zigzag cut. So again, those are on sale. I'll flash you the cover one more time so you can see that. My flash item I have chosen is that 3D Christmas gift tags, and that is an Anita's Express. So go ahead and check out that one online.
Did you show them the ones that we made?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I just did. Lauren's like, make sure you show them. And I'm like, I know, they're so cute. Look at that. We'll do one more in case anyone missed them. So we got this one with a little 3D bow. Very cute. And then we also have a Santa here too. But there are 8 different ones included in that. See if I can show you guys the back of them too. Here's the back of that packaging if you guys want to see some of the other ones included in that collection that we are doing half off. So again, these are normally $29.95. So that drops it down 50%.
And these tags,
yes,
were released in December of 2015.
Yep.
So it was prior to them being included in all
yes, so Lauren just had someone ask if they were in all access. This came out December of 2015. So again, there's the date for you guys. And it's 3D Christmas gift tags. This came out before Anita's Express was in all access. So if you have that issue of all access, this was not in there, you would have had to get it separately. So definitely snag a copy of it if that one's missing from your library. So that is my flash sale prize. Again, both of those, the sales end tonight at midnight Eastern time. So now that we have our front cloud stitched out for you guys, the next step of the design is these cute little stars, which I think I'm going to keep them silver because why not? We're going to go ahead and do that. So there's that little banner down at the bottom for you guys to see. We are doing that flash sale on the 3D Christmas ornaments. So just check that out online. And if you like this one, remember, this one did come out in all access this year. So if you have your December copy of 2020, you will have the LED embroidery project, and you guys can join me with that. And if not, definitely hit up the $10 off promo on that item online. So this one's going to go ahead and stitch out all these little stars, so you'll hear it jumping around. But we got just a few more stars here. And like if you missed the earlier suggestions, some customers were giving ideas of what to do if you don't have the LED embroidery lights, or maybe you couldn't find any, or you just want to think outside the box. You can definitely use other objects in place of that. So the way the design works is it runs a small placement stitch, which I'll show you here. So they get these little holes in the designs that end up getting the fabric trimmed out later, which I'm going to walk you guys through shortly. But you see how they're kind of transparent there, and that's where we would stick the little LED bulb through. Now, if you didn't want to do the LEDs, you could choose just to not remove the fabric there. You could sew buttons on it. You could put sequins on this, hot glue rhinestones like someone suggested. So lots of ways you can kind of customize these the way you see them. So cute. There we go. All right. So I see is there a link for those? For the, which one was Adina asking for?
They want a link for the
ornaments?
Mm-hmm. Those coming.
Yes, she's coming. She's sending the link for you guys. So if you're trying to grab those ornaments, she'll have that in the comment section, right? Yeah. Yes. So we'll post the link to those Christmas ornaments for you guys. Can I still get this December all access? Asks Lori. No, we cannot currently. It's sold out, so we are unable to get you an individual copy of that. But you can get the design itself. So if you like the LED embroidery or any of the other individual designs.
Oh, December 2020?
Yeah, no, the 2015 one is sold out. That's what she's asking. I didn't see which year she was referring to. I had someone, Lori, if you were asking.
Customer experience. Yeah,
just email customer experience if you're not sure if you have it or not. The LED embroidery came out this year, December. The Christmas tags came out December 2015, and that is not available in the book anymore. But you can buy both separately. All right, we're still stitching stars here, so you gotta give it some time to go. We have some technical difficulty with Lauren, but I'm gonna hang out with you guys while we let this run. I still have some stuff to give away, so you guys hang tight. Stitching out these cute stars. And again, I had people asking what kind of thread we were using. We're using standard polyester embroidery thread. And we could use metallic if we wanted, but for the sake of making this an easy video for you guys, we stuck with silver. But you could definitely add some pops of gold or silver metallic thread in there. Yes, Lori was asking about December 2020. 2020, you can still get, just reach out to customer service about that. She said, I'm reading your guys' comments. I love it. She says, love the rhinestone idea. Are you going to show how to frame it? Yes. So once this finishes stitching, you guys stay tuned. I will take apart the finished one here and kind of reassemble it and talk you through how we put it together. So if you're like, I want to know start to finish, this is it for you. You guys can reference this video later too. She said, I see Gail questioning how many holes are there for each design. I think there is no set number, and I have not counted personally. I want to say the one we're doing right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes for it. So in this case, there's 5 spots for lights, but they differ depending on the different design, probably close to 5 or so. All right, so now we have our little star stitched. I'm just going to slide it so you guys can kind of see where they're at. So we have some here, there, along the bottom. Now the next step, there's only 2 more left in the design, and these are the 2 important steps for these little holes. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it with the lights included. So in this case, we're going to run a placement stitch, and there'll be some steps after that. So first we're going to go ahead and run the placements. Now these are going to be little small placement circles, and that's going to be indicating where those lights are going to be at. Such a cute idea, this LED embroidery. I want to say it was on our idea board for almost a year, and then we said, let's just go for it, and came out with it and thought, we haven't seen anything really like this before. So if you guys want to try your hand at both embroidery project and something new, this is definitely hand in hand. And so what it's doing is just a little circle outline for you guys, and that's going to indicate where we're removing the extra felt from. So again, if you missed the start of my video, we're stitching on just plain black craft felt with a tearaway stabilizer, and we're just running it with standard embroidery right now. There we go. I'm reading all your guys' comments. I'm glad you guys like this. This is so cute, isn't it? Definitely something different. Like I said, we're stitching the one that the tutorial shows you guys because that's definitely the best beginner-friendly one. But this Christmas tree, I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, this is so cute. We do lights on this, set that up for the holidays. You got yourself some cute holiday decor. All right, so those are our placement stitch holes. So I'm going to trim one just to kind of show you guys how this process works. Now, Lauren, remind me. Are we trimming them after the satin stitch?
Trimming what?
Are we running it and then just using the bout punch? Whichever you want. I'll show you guys more than one way, so how about that? So first way, we'll show you 2 ways. First way is you can go ahead and take your scissors, and we ran the second to last step, which, let's see if I can get my finger on one right there. There's a little placement stitch for one of those circles. You just take your scissor tips and kind of give it a little snip into the hole, and then you can remove the extra fabric from there. Now, if you see me struggling, you'll see why I like this other option instead, but I know there's people who want to know more than one way to do things. So one way would be to make a little hole with your scissors. The way I prefer to do this is because the holes are so small, it's fairly easy to do at the end. We're going to run the last step, which is the little satin stitch around the hole. And if you own a belt punch or like a leather punch of any type of a sort of tool like that, they come with different names. But you can actually punch out the hole with like a leather or belt punch, or you can use scissors or a seam ripper to kind of get in there. But what I'm going to do is run the last step of the design, which is the little satin stitches and the comet tails that are on the shooting stars. So for this one, I'm actually going to change my silver thread to something more golden. So they look like pretty shining stars. Oops, get my arm on there. Okay. In the actual tutorial, we do mention how you guys can use that belt punch or just trim it out with scissors. I've also seen the method of a hammer and a tool where you just kind of belt punch it through that way as well. But for my technique that I'm going to show you guys on camera, we're just going to go ahead and run all the embroidery steps and do the fabric removal at the end. Make it kind of easy. So it starts with its little comment trail. This is what it's stitching out right now. And again, I have the banner on the bottom of the screen for you guys. Remember, we are doing a flash sale. I chose this fun little Christmas, 3D Christmas gift tags. Got all the papers here. That is this one for you guys. December of 2015 is when that came out. It was not included in All Access, so it was a separate purchase. You guys can grab this one. We're doing it for half off. And so if you search for 3D Christmas gift tags on our site, that will be going on there for that sale.
There was a question for the LEDs, if there's a Christmas tree. You want to show the Christmas tree stitch out?
Someone asked if there is a Christmas tree. If you missed me showing it, this is my favorite one. So cute.
Put it up closer so they can see it. There you go.
There we go. There you can actually see the detail. But there's like the Christmas. You can kind of see the pattern fabric. We stitched it on a white with like a motif there as well. But I keep moving it on the screen. There it is. So you guys can see where those little blue ornaments are. That's where the LED lights go. So this would be a cute one popped in a frame and set up on a shelf or anywhere around the house for some holiday decor. Can you make these on your 10 needle? Yes, you can. We have commercial machine files included with all of our collections, so you can definitely do that, Linda. Heck, if you have a 10 needle, you're in a good spot. You don't have to stop and thread everything every time. So absolutely, you can run these on a single or a multi-needle machine.
Should we give a prize out?
Yes, so Lauren said it's prize time, and I agree. I got another one here. I think this is my last one right now. All right, so this next giveaway I am going to do is, there's a shot of it, the hand-sewn quilts. This is another mix and match quilting collection. So cute with a bunch of different blocks included there. Try to turn it straight so you guys can see some of that. So very cute. Let's do keyword is garden. So send in the word garden in the comment section below, and we're going to pick a random winner from those to win a copy of this product.
And another question again about the lights. Just remind them where they can get lights
Again,
from.
we had another question bringing up the LED lights. Before I keep going, I'll kind of show you them again. So they're kind of popped into the little holes that you see here. And then if I flipped it over to the back side, it's one of those battery-powered packs. So you can get battery or remote-operated versions. But it's quite literally just that little rose gold curling wire with the lights on it. You can find these all kinds of places. Everywhere from Target, Walmart, Dollar Store probably,
Kohl's.
Hobby Lobby, Kohl's, yeah. Any major store you can think of will probably have them if you just ask for some small LED strand lights. And like I said, there's variations you can get which have remotes. So if you want to set it up somewhere, just click the button on a remote, or even do it by hand with the battery pack like on a shelf. Great questions, you guys. So you can get those anywhere. All right.
And remind them about the sale till what time?
Yes, the sale for the, I'll tell you guys the sale for both. So the first sale that we're currently talking about is the LED embroidery for tuning in. This is on sale today until 11:59 tonight, and it is going to be $10 off for this one. So $10 off the LED embroidery. So go ahead and grab a copy of that one. And the flash sale is the other item we were doing. The flash sale project is another Anita's Express, and this one is our 3D Christmas gift tags right there for you guys. There we go. You guys can kind of see what that one looks like. And that is also on sale. This one is half off on our website. So if you check out the 3D Christmas gift tags, grab that and get to stitching so your presents will be ready to go. Both of those promotional sales will end tonight at 11:59 Eastern time. So you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on that.
Okay, we have a winner.
We have a winner for our garden hand-sewn quilt. Who's our winner, Lauren?
It is Miss Patty Lovely.
Miss Patty Lovely, you have won a copy of the hand-sewn quilt. Congratulations, Patty. So we will be in touch with you so you can grab a copy of that. Someone again just asked, where do I get the gift tags? Gift tags are online, you guys. NeedAGoodDesign.com. You can type in 3D Christmas gift tags in our search bar on our site, and it should pop right up. And then for the other one, just search LED embroidery. Both can be found at AnitaGoodDesign.com.
And the LED embroidery was December 2020.
Yes, and both, I can tell you both years so no one gets confused. This one came out this year, December of 2020. The 3D Christmas gift tags came out December of 2015 and was not in all access. In case anyone wants to reference that later. All right, so I'm gonna pull this out of the machine and kind of give you guys a little scan of what it looks like. There. So we've finished all of our decorative embroidery, and you can kind of see where those little holes are for that decorative embroidery to have the light pop through. So I'll kind of unhoop it and show you guys how you can poke through one, but we're gonna go ahead and just take it out of the frame. And we have our big piece of felt. Now, if you have a rotary cutter and ruler, I don't have my cutting mat here, so I'm gonna show you the trimmed down version in a moment. But you just take a straight edge rotary cutter and a ruler and trim this down to whatever size frame you're wanting to pop it into. So for this one, the way you do this, I'll kind of show you guys if I find a good spot. So right around here. See if you guys can see on my screen. So we have these little holes. What you can do is take the tip of your scissors, just give it a little stab through it. I even sometimes turn my scissors because then I can see where they're at. And I trimmed some of the fabric, but you're not technically trimming. You're kind of just puncturing a hole in it. The lights aren't very big, so they just need to be able to get through the little spot. So there you can kind of see my finger behind the opening, and we'll put the light through there. So I'm going to take apart the finished sample and show you guys how we actually assemble it in the frame. So for this one, I'm gonna try to do it where the body of the machine is here so you guys can see what I'm doing. But we got this in our frame here. Do you know the size on this frame, Lauren? Was it like a
I believe it's an 8x8. I think it finishes 7x7-ish.
Okay. Design finishes about 7x7. The frame is approximately 8. Don't quote us on those measurements, but it's about the size of a standard quilt block. And this is one of those frames that just has that back cardboard piece. And so I'm going to go ahead and pop that out so you guys can see what I call the guts of what we have going on. So I pull my little tabs back, and I'm going to kind of show you guys here in front of me. So, this one's hard. I'm trying to think, Lauren, where's the best place to show this?
Actually, right there, if you put it where your hoop is,
right there. The needle's a little in the way, but there we go. So here's my back piece. I opened it up and took it off, and so now you can see like the bobbin side of our embroidery there is what you're looking at. And we basically took the little lights, and I'll pop this up too. And I'll start at the top. So in the tutorial, we actually recommend starting at the end opposite of your battery pack or wherever the power is for it. Start with the farthest end. And so in that case, it was this strand right here. And we just took the actual little cord and popped it through the hole. So if I tug it, it'll come through. I don't want to completely disassemble it, but I'm showing you guys in theory. You poked a hole with your scissors or a seam ripper of any kind within the satin stitch. So the right side is that side. This is the wrong side. We poke through and we just take our little LED coiled wire here and stick the light right through. So you can kind of see how it's all the way through the design there. And then you just want to anchor the little light bulb towards the bottom. So we have our light. And then as you continue the strand, there might be extra lights versus holes. And that's totally okay, because what we're doing is we're going to end up taping the extra into the back of the frame so that you guys don't really see it from the front. So here you see we have some tape securing this one in its spot. That way it won't shift as we were curling up the wire. And then along the bottom, this was just an extra spacer of cardboard that was put in. And you guys can see the other LED lights. Now we suggest you can just use tape. If you're making this a long-term project, you could probably use a little dot of hot glue on the wire as well to secure it. So different ways you can do that. And then all we did is we took the actual backing of the frame here and we cut the project down to size. So we used the measurements of the frame to kind of trim our project. And then with all that tape on the back that you see here, we kind of put our lights throughout the holes, taped down the extra, and then you end up putting it into the frame. So, see if I can put it back together for you guys. They had it all nice and wrapped, Lauren, and then I went and took it apart.
That's okay. They'll see it. They'll get the idea.
You'll get the idea. It won't be perfect because I'm doing it right in front of you guys, but here we go. So, I popped that back in. Again, some of my felt's hanging out, but you guys get the idea. You fit it into the frame, and then if you are using a battery pack LED, you can just quite literally tape the battery pack right there. I'll turn it so you guys can see. The little switch to turn it on and off is right here. So that's off. This is on. I want you guys to see it turned on. And then we have our hanging hardware as well. And so there's the finished project. And you can kind of see my lights shifted because I took it apart for you guys to show you. But you can see where those are popping through in the little holes. That's a good one right there, a little shiny star. So if you're looking to get the LED lights, you can find them at any craft store, hobby shop, Walmart, Target's dollar section might even have some, you guys. You know, they do crazy holiday bids every year. So definitely look for some of those. Very cost friendly, so just little LED strand. I know some people call them fairy lights, so you can look that up as well. And then we stitched it onto some plain black felt with cotton applique. So very cute. And once you have it in the frame, just to finish up where I was going with that, this frame has those little metal pieces. You just secure it all the way around the frame, switch your lights on, and then you can set it up on a shelf. Or here, I'll show you guys on this one. And ta-da! So very cute. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to do this project. I'll give you a quick recap. Today's project was the Anita's Express LED embroidery, which came out for December 2020 this year. You guys can grab a copy of this design online at anitagoodesign.com. We are offering it for $10 off for you guys to snag a copy, stitch it along with the video. You guys can replay it. It will be pinned on our page for you. And then our other flash sale that I chose for you guys for today is going to be that 3D Christmas gift tags. Again, it's an Anita's Express from December 2015. It did not come in all access, and this is half off. So we're doing 50% off of this one. Both of those are available on our website until 11:59 Eastern Time tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about the fun technique of the LED embroidery frame. And I hope to see some customer pictures of you guys shared with Anita of your finished projects so we can see them all glow nice and bright. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, reach out to our customer experience, and I hope you guys have a happy holiday.